Well, with a new Assassin's Creed game on the horizon, I wanted to discuss something that's been on my mind since Assassin's Creed 2. That being a modern Assassin's Creed. Now, we know it probably won't be this new one. Right now, the rumors are Assassin's Creed Egypt, which, to be honest, does sound really cool. So I'm not, bummed about that. But the idea of a modern Assassin's Creed is something that I honestly thought was going to happen back around Assassin's Creed 3 times, because we see in Assassin's Creed 2 that Desmond is trained in the ways of the assassin, and then we have some of those modern bits, and then they kind of expand upon that in Assassin's Creed 3, where you're infiltrating a building and stuff, and you fight some dudes with stun batons and things like that. And then, spoiler alert for how old is Assassin's Creed 3 now? 7 years ago? For an old game. Desmond dies. So any chance of us getting a modern Assassin's Creed game was basically just stopped dead in its tracks right there, because he was our only hope at having a protagonist that was explained for a modern Assassin's Creed game. Kind of. At least one that we knew. I mean, they could always just make up someone random, but that idea was pretty much shot down with Desmond. So we were put in a weird place, and then we got some spin-off Assassin's Creed titles, and then with some weird modern block puzzles, and then we got Assassin's Creed 4, where they made the modern segments first person and exploration based within a building. So yeah, a modern Assassin's Creed seemed very, very far off, and it was never going to happen. I get that the idea of Assassin's Creed, especially now, is meant to be assassins in the past, not the present. And I understand that, and I totally like that idea. It's not that I dislike it. I mean, I've played pretty much all of them. I didn't get to play Syndicate yet, but I was planning on it. I just haven't gotten around to it. Other than that, and those Chronicle ones, the side-scrolling ones, I haven't played those either. So yeah, I'm not a true fan, but I've played the majority of the games, and I love them. I think they're a lot of fun, despite all their flaws with the crowded map and the collectathon kind of vibe that people get from them. But I digress. I just think that an Assassin's Creed set in a modern era would be really cool, and it's just what I thought that they were working towards back with Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and 3. It just seems so logical that the next step would be, okay, now you're Desmond in the present, going after the Templars to stop them, whatever they're up to now. Now it's kind of divulged into this ongoing war where both sides are kind of gray in terms of morals, and their mission is just kind of blurry at this point because you don't really know who to agree with, as we see. I mean, kind of, that you're more on the side of the assassins, but then we see that they do some pretty shady things, and then the Templars do some shady things. So it doesn't really matter at this point. Now it's just kind of this mushy, wishy-washy war, quote-unquote, between the Templars and assassins. And it just kind of seems like that Ubisoft is planning on keeping that war going on forever with no ultimate end. They just want to keep finding new settings to put the games in. They even make fun of that in the games themselves with a whole bunch of different Assassin's Creed titles within other Assassin's Creed games. Like we see in Black Flag and stuff, that Black Flag in Black Flag is just a game. So, which I kind of applaud them for that, because I think that's actually kind of funny. But I don't know. It was my wish to get a modern Assassin's Creed, because I actually really like those Desmond bits in Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 and 3, where you were in the modern era and infiltrating buildings and things like that. I always thought that was really cool, just a modern stealth game. However, I do understand that could just kind of turn into some bland open world action game that is just like every other modern game set in an open world. So I kind of understand that. And it'd be hard to do the parkour stuff in modern times with everything being so sleek nowadays. But I mean, I don't know. Mirror's Edge did it, and that was in first person, so anything's possible, I guess. All I'm saying is that I wish we got a modern Assassin's Creed, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I am excited for this new Egypt game, though. I mean, I think that'll be a lot of fun, so I don't know. That's just my opinion. Something I wanted to share because it's been on my mind for a while, I guess. Every time Assassin's Creed game comes out, I always think of that. Or other settings, too, that I'd like them to be in, since they seem to be kind of open with where they're going to be set. Like, I think a Civil War one would be really cool, but whatever. So, yeah. Thanks for listening to the ramblings of a jaded Assassin's Creed fan. I hope you all found some enjoyment out of this, and maybe agree or disagree. I don't know. So anyway, yeah. See you on the flip side. Was that better? Was that a good, outro? All right. Bye. Real quick, just imagine, standing on top of a massive skyscraper, because you do the leaps of faith, right? So imagine you're on top of the skyscraper, and then you jump off, leap of faith, in the modern era, into a dumpster or something filled with trash bags, or a moving garbage truck that's filled with trash bags. Gross, but how freaking cool would that be? I mean, oh my god, this massive skyscraper just free falling, that'd be amazing. But I'm not a game developer.